Here's your business brief for this Monday, December 14th, 2020. First to Washington, where a bipartisan group of lawmakers come up with a new COVID-19 pandemic relief plan. The $908 billion deal, if passed, includes help for small businesses and vaccine distribution funding. The announcement comes after legislators passed a short stopgap spending bill to avert a government shutdown late last week. New developments in the massive security breach of Pfizer, one of the nation's largest cybersecurity firms. The Washington Post reported Sunday that both the U.S. Commerce and Treasury Departments were targeted as part of a Russian intelligence campaign. Pfizer manages cybersecurity for multiple government agencies and large corporations. Now the COVID-19 vaccine. On Friday, the FDA granted emergency use authorization for the Pfizer vaccine. Today, those doses have been delivered. It is expected to be well into the spring and early summer until the majority of the American population is vaccinated. In turn, Pfizer is expected to bring in $19 billion in vaccine revenue in 2021, and that's on top of the $975 million this year, according to analysts from Morgan Stanley. The news comes after weeks of rapidly rising death counts, with some of the deadliest days in U.S. history in the last couple weeks. The current U.S. death count, according to Johns Hopkins University, is almost 300,000 people. That's roughly the population of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania in its entirety. Because hospitalization rates in many areas haven't stabilized, cities across the country are closing indoor dining once again in an effort to limit the spread. New York City being the latest. The ban announced Friday by New York Governor Andrew Cuomo.
The hospitalizations have continued to increase in New York City. We said that we would watch it. If the hospital rate didn't stabilize, we would close indoor dining. It has not. We're going to close indoor dining in New York City on Monday. Outdoor dining and takeout continues.
Other cities, including San Francisco and Baltimore, have made similar moves. This comes as the National Restaurant Association releases a report that says that nearly 17% of all restaurants have closed since the beginning of the pandemic, with another 10,000 expected in the coming weeks. Diners can still order takeout from their favorite restaurants, and experts say that's a great way to support local businesses. That's in part why food delivery service DoorDash was last week's big Wall Street standout. Now onto the climate change beat. 13 more companies have signed Amazon's climate pledge in an effort to neutralize their carbon footprint by the year 2040. The new signatories include tech giant Microsoft and consumer brands company Unilever. They're the owner of Dove and Suave. 31 companies have now signed the pledge. Those are your business news headlines for this Monday. I'm Andy Hirschfeld in New York.